Hi, my name is Yoshimi Horiuchi. People call me Yoshi, and I'm founder of Always Reading Caravan Association in Thailand. We have a library, community library in a town called Prao. We have 5 staff working there, including myself. It will be 6. And we have 2 early childhood literacy centers for Hill Tribe children. Many of you who are watching this one may be wondering how to do fundraising in the first year, because this is the title of the YouTube video, the video that we have here. So I want to share my experience of how I raised funding for my first year. Actually, how I did my activities with the money I had, rather. Because obviously many of us, including myself, don't have much money in the first time because we don't have any credit, no? From my experience, I have a few points that I want to share with you. The first thing is talk to people. We have to be daring enough to talk to people about what we think is very important, what we are very passionate about. So in my case, it was this reading promotion in Thailand, and I wanted to do a mobile library for all. That was the key line, like a tagline for my own project that I wrote. So I had this project proposal that was a very big one, budgeting nearly 30,000 euros. But I dare to talk about this dream to many people, including my family, relatives, friends, people who have supported me to go and study in India, and all these people, everyone. I was daring enough. I was really, really passionate about it too. So I dared to speak to them. Some of them are very discouraging, but many of them were very supportive. And then some of them gave us just, for the good luck, give me a little bit money, like maybe 5 euros, 10 euros, 50, 100, just little by little. So I had something like 1,000 euros plus to start my project, but that was like 5% or even 3% of the original grant project proposal. But then I had something, it was really encouraging. And also some people gave me money. Some people gave me things like books or toys or stationery or something like that. And then also some people gave me connection. One lady gave me a connection to a newspaper magazine, a local newspaper in my hometown in Kochi, Japan. So I was covered in local newspaper even before I started my project. And also the same thing happened in Thailand. I was connected by a friend's friend to a very, very well-known blog writer or journalist. He's a editor-in-chief of a very well-known magazine in Bangkok. And he also wrote in his blog about us, and I got a lot of volunteer interest from that too. And even now, up to now, many people read that blog and entry. So it all started from talking to people. So this is very important. The second thing is to start small. So when I did my first activity, that was maybe 5 months after I went to Thailand, I did the first activity with one volunteer, and we went to an orphanage outside of Bangkok, Nonthaburi province, and we did a storytelling and some crafting using origami paper, this Japanese folding paper folding activities. And then that time we just brought this kind of, books in this kind of backpack and some papers inside, and hop onto the local bus, and went to this orphanage. So that cost us even less than 5 euros. And the second activity we did was in a park. We went to the park, crammed into one of our friends' car, and we put about 70 books. That was the all books I had that time. 70 books with like shelves like this, this very cheap, like 10 euro per shelf or something like that. And we went to do some activities. So that was also, let's say, including these shelves, I think it's less than 50 euros for these activities. So that was also very inexpensive activities that we did. And things like that I did in over the weekend, and sometimes that I can get the volunteers, whatever. I continue doing that every month, maybe once or twice. Sometimes I couldn't do it in 1 month, but I did it another month throughout the year. That kept my fire burning. It was not really becoming bigger fire, but it was still burning. And the last thing I want to share is to fundraise for yourself for the sake of the project. This is very, very important, because we cannot live on dream, no? We cannot live on air. We cannot eat that. So we need to eat. For that, we need money. I worked in one foundation in Bangkok. It's a foundation for people with disabilities. And I had a very, very, very good opportunity, because the employer understood my passion and dream. I told them what I do, and they agreed that I will work only for 3 days per week. So I could use 4 days for my project and for myself, and 3 days to earn my own living. I think without this, I didn't really intend to do that, but by chance I did like that. And without this, maybe I wouldn't have been able to continue, because, if you can't live and you can't not eat, and you cannot even like meet your friends on your own, like on your own money, then it's not very easy. So I think this is very important for the first year, especially to sustain ourselves who runs the project. So those 3 points that I want to share with you. Just stick to your project. Don't think of making your fire bigger. Keep it burning, and then charcoal is still hot, just keep it there.